I could go LGD. I could do that. Five LGD.
Shocker.
Prepare for battle.
你怎么这么能装呢？
说什么我也不会去了。
人生有梦，各自坚强。
要不下把
他们说什么我也不会去了。
不是，你怎么这么能装呢
Final series. Tiebreaker series. We got another one. The second season.
Final
coming
game. Final series of.
Final series, not final game.
Final series.
BL3.
Final series of this season. China.
So
if VG wins, they're 700 points. If LGD wins, they're almost at the threshold.
Yeah.
1 point short, but we don't talk about that.
Should be enough, though.
Should be enough. So it's a must win for both of them. Well, realistically, they still have the major to get some points as well.
Yeah, whether or not they win, it's just how far into the major are they going to be?
Yeah. It's going to be a good series. However, I feel like this draft, VG can snowball for sure.
Yeah.
Like have a Brood and the lineup. Clockwork can get a lot of pickups together with the Snapfire, sure. But once this Doom reaches that late game, he gets this Agonist Refresher, this game is just over, I think. You Doom the Spectre, you Doom the Bristle, broken for 22 seconds, what do you do? Like,
Not much.
I don't even know what you can do.
So I know normally we have predictions at dpc.pwesports.cn/fun.
No more.
Made my own.
Okay.
You can pull on Twitter or just check. Three questions I got. How many blue or red heroes will be picked this series between the two teams? Game 2, what's going to be the total combined CS of Koyoyo and Ame? And then in Game 2, how many battles will be purchased?
Cool.
I have 0 to 1 to 2, 3 plus as 3 answers you can use from. Because it's a region where a lot of the top laners buy bots.
Cool. Not anymore.
It's not as common.
Yeah.
But that's why I did 0, 1, 2, 3 plus.
Yeah, you put some thought into it, I like.
Sun comes down on the Poyoyo. He's taking a lot of harassment here. We've got this 4 position with Shrek. We've
Radiant's
seen a
courier
lot
has
of
been killed.
supportless Shrek, but when we've seen the supportless Shrek, you see that shard pretty early on.
Yeah, it is just really good to cause disruption in team fights, zone people. I don't know if anyone is still not convinced by it in this CA/China panel. Tsunami is still
Thinking about it.
yeah. But it's a really good chart. Especially against heroes like Clockwork, if you're ever stuck in that cock yourself, to like scramble to get out of there, maybe get stunned another time. It's just super annoying. The radius is actually massive.
Yeah, the second one, it's already a problem. And the third one, it's such a good zoning tool, not only to defend the high ground, but to just, in general, fight around.
It is. I'm a big fan of it. And also, Lashak in general, I'm a very big fan of. Whether it's in the 4 or mid, even offlane can work, I think. Occasionally even carry, I think Liquid likes it quite a bit. The hero just has a lot of damage, no matter what position you play it in.
And I'm interested to see this Brood build because already old eLeVeN has Orb of Corrosion queued up, which is not something we will see.
Now, the problem is with Magnus lanes, you would think he does very well against Brood, but like the lane is actually not good for Magnus. Just like in the mid game, you're quite good against him. You can hold your powers, you can stand against him 1v1, which is something you want from one of your heroes. I guess Timbersaw can also do it, but they have solutions to that. But yeah, like the lane against Brood is just almost impossible. He's even maxing the hunger, already 2 levels into it, no Silken Ball at all.
They're getting that extra 40 damage, the 80% lifesteal every 35 seconds, 10 seconds kills Very nice to just stay in this lane.
Nah, I can't believe that we haven't had like a change to the percentage of that. 7% level 1 is ridiculous.
By the time you've got it level 4, 100% is... I mean, starting at 70 is nuts.
Yeah. At least it doesn't scale to like 200%. That would
Absurd.
It already is absurd. Enough about that.
Back into the game we go. So you're just telling me my MMR should be lower, or is it just my MMR's gone down because I'm an EU, not NA right now?
Your MMR should be way higher because I told you that many times. I think
Radiant structures are fortified.
I need the coaching.
Diving the Doom right now, he's taking a lot of damage.
And he's got 4 stacks of the Viscous Nails good on him. A lot of creeps though to tank this tower left, so or you can't exactly just make the dive.
And Doom is pretty tanky now under the tower, 8 armor.
Fire Snap Cookie, first blood coming out on the Jinkyu. It's the way to do it to get that first blood, and that's gonna boost Ori up.
Yeah. Pretty unnecessary to try to kill that water rune because it's still a bouncy rune anyways.
Yeah.
Like I always feel like top 4 suiciding for not even a power rune is very
Detrimental.
Yeah. Like to their own game, but also the Bristol back. Now it has to do a net worth. Even though he has this Devour ability, which gives him so much more gold.
So to see how quickly he gets into this Midas, and then where he goes from there. He's already got himself the Gloves of Haste.
I think it's just a standard weekend build again. Midas, Phase Boots, Blink, Gibby, Axe Refresher.
And it's off.
Let's see, Ame. He's doing pretty well right now. 2250 on in terms of the net worth.
Yeah. I mean, Magnus is just ridiculous. Like, once he empowers himself, he's sitting at like 10 damage plus the Running Blade. It's possible to pass it. I mean, to miss creeps.
Yeah.
Like, you have twice the damage with the 4, basically.
Still level 3 of the Empower.
But this lane is going to get very hard for us soon. And they don't have a single hero that can actually kill Timbersaw until very late. Very much later. They need kisses. They need clock sits. It's not an easy game to kill Timber at all. And now DY is getting both. Careful.
Problem is even with the low shredder, you're not killing Faith Beyond at the moment. You like a +1, maybe +2 down there.
Maybe even all 5, to be honest. Like most of the damage is physical. The only magic damage you have is from the kisses. The itemization as well, going into the Orb of Corrosion. Because he knows he's pretty much unkillable. He just wants to bully out whoever comes into the lane.
Right.
The good old Ook.
We don't see that item built too much, but he is chasing Y under the tower. Might get a kill top while a kill bottom happens. Old eLeVeN's running down to Y. You can see it in the split screen. DY goes down. Y also falls. So both offlaners getting themselves a kill. Fights develop in both lanes.
I'm very surprised by this Brood skill build. No Silicon Bola at all. Usually we see at least 1 level to get this slow up.
Right.
Doesn't need it. I mean, it's the lane anyways.
Now he's going Midas, so he's gotten Orb of Corrosion, going Midas next. This is completely different from what we're seeing here in the Broods. And old eLeVeN, at least when in the beginning of the season when we were seeing Brood picks kind of pick up, he was the one who kind of, to me, felt like one of the top Broods we were going to see all season. So I'm interested to see what this
Radiant's
change in build does for him.
Can collaborate a little bit soon. In a bit, rather. Clockwork down there. Trying to get something done, but again, Timbersaw is not a feasible kill at all until you get your kisses. And then made it just in time. Makes me wonder if he's also... He's obviously aware of the fact that his other 2 cores are gonna get doomed eventually. You're gonna get broken. Is he going to right-click build? Because you, as a Brood, I think, need to right-click this game in order to win.
So that Midas is finished for the Doom. Good Fire Snap Cookie with the Battery Assault. Get the Corrosion Cube. They've got the little Shredder. Little Shrek. Not really providing too much, I would say, in lane. I think Timber's fine by himself. We could, I would say at this point, maybe even see.
Yeah, the lane is also pretty The weak Y trouble again, and just dead.
Yeah,
Run up the hill. Who bought the ancient stack, but Bristol was already there. He was like, alright, I'll collect my paycheck as well. Thank you, sir. And Doom is actually going phase boot straight into the axe. Alright.
Wow.
Just wants to make sure that this Bristol cannot play Dota at all. A 22-second Doom is no joke. Like, it's so long.
Radiant's
It's
bottom tower is under attack.
usually the entirety of a fight. Yeah, or more, really.
Dire's
And
top
also, once you get the
tower is
Doom
under
talent-
Radiant's bottom tower has fallen.
It is... How much damage is it? It's gonna be 90 for 22 seconds. That's 1960 pure damage. Who can tank that? 1960 pure damage.
Many.
Not many. And this is one spell.
Yeah. Y coming in and taking away the vision that Vici had. So you are stacking this camp.
For the Magnus.
And now you're also aware of the fact that Vici are aware of these stacks.
Yeah.
So
They need to get them soon before Bristol walks in there.
yeah.
100%. Phase Beyond, after taking the bottom tower, leaving the lane to Lash, who needs levels and gold desperately, and just going top to defend the tower
Dire's
against the
turret
Brood.
has been killed.
Oh, he lost his
Dire's top tower is under
half foot on the
attack.
courier, and that's a big blow to him. 2 minutes left on that.
And now, old eLeVeN, he's got that Midas.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about that Midas Brood, but we'll see. Maybe it pays off. I just hope he doesn't go back into the Aura build, because then Midas makes no sense.
So he's going Axe. At least that's what he's queued right now.
Yeah, I think Axe into like pure right click would be nice.
I always ask about the shard.
Shard is good.
It lowers the recharge time or the refresh rate on spin webs by 15.
Why is that not in the
It's
description?
not in the tooltip. And then it makes the miss chance 80. If I
Leshrac.
Q again, they're going to get the kill into Leshrac. He's dead for the 3rd time this game.
Yeah. I also like Ori itemizing it to a Saint Jacha first. He's not even going Hood or Axe or Low Zorb. He's just identifying the fact, yep, he's going items on Doom. In fact, Doom, at least that will reduce the duration 25%. Just still like in a second.
All that time.
It's also really scary. Like if you get Fatal Bonded and you get Doom, like your team is take a lot of damage just from using Doom.
So 24% sheer damage of 1960 pure damage.
Yeah, and it's just one Doom target. Once he Dooms 2, the entire team might just die based on that.
Again, it's just one spell. There's more there.
Way more. Like, we didn't even talk about Golem yet, or RP, or the Timbersaw flying in, or even the
Dire's top
Leshrac.
tower
That's the
is
combo
under
you're
attack.
hoping for, is the 5-man RP into the Chaotic Offering Fatal Bonds.
Yeah, it is very wishful thinking.
That's the dream.
That will like never happen.
Yeah.
I feel like the age of that happening in Dota is long gone. Players just got way too good. Clock might be trying to set up on the Mackie, but he's very tanky.
Well, it was certainly interesting. I don't know if you watched any of these, but like Trent was watching a lot of the old replays of like TI and DAC.
Radiant's
Yeah, I
middle
saw it.
tower is under
You
attack.
can like see how different
Dire's
the
top
play
tower
styles,
is under attack.
100%.
how the game has just evolved since then. It's very interesting to watch.
Dire's top tower.
You kind of bringing that up and saying that makes a lot of sense as they go after Faith Beyond. Timberchain away. I don't know if he's quick enough for the hook shot. He's certainly not. And the Mortimer's kiss is coming in. Throwing a kiss over to Roche for good luck.
Chain reaction again. If he didn't lose that hood, he wouldn't have died there. Like these courier pickups are super important. And I think that's like the next step of evolution for these Dota players now. Like you gotta get better at microing that courier.
Seems like there's 10 courier deaths a game.
Exactly. And it's so much gold for the enemy team, but more importantly, you're missing your item timings. With that hood, would not have died there. Just made a ton of space for the team. He was getting very close to his axe after 700 away from this. Question is, how will they keep them locked down once they have that axe?
Dire's structures are fortified.
Because they only have really one good RP once the blink is completed. Now they. But you want to keep doing the same game.
Dire's middle tower
I guess
has
you do
fallen.
have a chance to split Earth once he gets a Yules, but he's going 4-step right now.
Now against the clockwork, it's
Necessary.
much needed. Yep. Even PSG is also going to higher. No yield there. Working with a very limited amount of stuns.
Yo in the jungle trying to build up this Manta. He's sitting bottom of the cores on the side of Vici. Head of the Timber though, which is not usually characteristic to what we see on Timbers. We'll see them a lot of time towards the top.
Quite poor this game, but I agree with that. Especially because his lane looked very easy. But I guess he did do a very early rotation to the top lane. Then he did lose his hood, died because of it. His Bristerback is massive. He's going into the Lotus Orb after Sijata. Okay.
They have the Ags on Doom now.
You have to be careful on
Hook shot comes in, and Cogs push him away. That's probably enough to keep Faith Beyond alive. They're going to bring the Doom over. He's smoked.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Yes,
attack.
that's there.
They need a way to control this Bristle, though.
They could just blink RP.
Illusion!
Because he himself doesn't have any sort of slower stun either.
Want to go with this Doom. They've smoked for it, but they're not going to find anything. So now, try to not show on the map till, you know, he's ready to use that axe. But anyway, he's under a ward, so they know he has it.
Yeah.
It's a missed opportunity over top. Is this he didn't have the control to lock down Bristle and make something happen.
Nothing to say, needs to find either a Satya Trickster to get the Purge or the Centaur to get like an additional stun. Because they're working with nothing here.
Coming over mid, has an Ags finished himself. Old eLeVeN, he's got that Ags. We'll see what he cues up
That's
next.
right. They got a hook shot, he should be dead.
Yeah, push trap. In trouble. Waiting down pop by Koyoyo. They're chasing GQ down again for the fourth time.
There's no way you're getting
Radiant
out
are
of this.
scanning.
Even holding the hook back, they need it.
Dire's middle
Yeah, I
tower
mean,
is under
He
attack.
has 8 mana as well, so there's just no way you can do anything.
You turn, you try to fight, you're dead.
Yep. Another stacking final purpose. They're looking on top, but
They want DY, that's not woman.
but DY breaking the smoke.
Radiant's
I
turret
Bristle will be
has
able to
been
leave.
killed.
Ori, he's continuing to keep up a very good pace in terms of his net worth. He's right there with a Brood that's got Midas and a free area to farm.
He's going St. Josh on Brood. I don't agree with that at all.
Finds nothing to say.
The Doom here.
And they plumped in. Gonna go for nothing to say. They'll throw the Doom out because he's gonna die. Now your Doom's wasted.
So level 1 Doom, he does no damage.
Hook shot comes through. Chaotic offering down to the Clockwork. Big ulti's used, and they only get a Clockwork out of this. This is not what you're looking for. Using these high cooldown ults for LGD.
I mean, you can't just throw out your Doom like that.
Radiant's
Because
top
you know your
tower
teams
is
are nowhere
under
near.
attack.
Yeah.
Like, and now you respawn, your Doom is going to be on cooldown for almost 2 minutes. Pretty big blunder. But yeah, why don't I like St. Josh on Brood? Because you're not the target he wants to do ever. He wants to do the Bristol, he wants to do the Spectre. You will never be doing this game. Unless your teammate tells that. I'd much rather see him build just damage. Like AC Desolator, some maybe Diffuser Blade, Daedalus, you know, just hit hard. Make him want to focus you.
They're just overwhelming the Dire side though right now.
Yeah, and now they're going to Rose.
Yep. With that Axe out, he has so many spider webs he can throw, so much control he can make in the Dire jungle. And that's what actually ended up causing nothing to say to get caught too.
100%.
And the ward vision that they have
Radiant's middle tower is under
has
attack.
been quite nice. The pick up an Aegis on Ori, that's massive. They've got a deep ward in the triangle. They have a ward in the jungle. This is vision that's not being taken away from the Radiant side, and it causes that blunder.
I just want to see Ame just RP a single guy. Like, you haven't used RP this entire game, you bought a Blade Dagger. Just use it on anyone. Make use of your cooldowns. Really limited amount of stuns. At least he has the Centaur stun now on Doom. He will have his Blade Dagger momentarily as well. But LGD did not really put out the pace that I thought they would.
Yeah, it seems a lot slower by them.
Yeah, like just use an RP to get a kill, use a Doom to get a kill, use a Rock to get a kill. That's all you need.
Beyond front line right now, it's thrown over to eLeVeN. I believe Ame is looking for an opportunity to RP, but they just have Chaotic offering for 40 seconds to do something key. It's still level 1-2. And
Why is dying?
Clockwork, they're going to go after Feetbeyond. They're on the back lines on Y as well. They kill the wall. They look over at Feetbeyond. Down the Mortimer's Kiss is coming down. Stun misses from Jing. They'll chase this Timber. It's not all of this bits. They've already got 2 consumers on the side of OG. But here comes the same of the son of a flag of the beat on the WRB. Comes through on the spectrum, but it's not going to help Ame. The Magnus, they take out 3. They look for a 4th as Jing tries to run, but he's got the Fear Vessel on him. And Bristle on his back. Triple kill for Ori. A 4-for-1 in favor of Vici as they run down LGD on their own side of the map with.
Yep.
Dire's
I
middle tower is under
I
attack.
think that to say Maps went a little bit too cute with their actions. You don't need that. If you just go blink BKB as per usual, you'll actually be able to fight them toe to toe. But you don't need to break it early. You can still have damage coming from other sources. As I said, I thought it was going to be like a 4th or 5th item. But he built it pretty much first. And he just doesn't really have any impact in these fights. I needed his armor, I guess. It's a tough game to play now because Brood is so big. Just his spiders alone killed the wall.
This fight is so split too.
Yeah, which is what Dire hates.
Hook shot in. And this is on to the Doom.
Nothing to
Spirit
say
Vessel
again.
used. Nothing to say is dead to rights here. 4 heroes ready to pick him off. LGD getting caught out alone.
Makes me wonder, is it actually the hero? Magnus.
Yeah.
Because like whenever I play it, I feel like I play
Radiant's
very
middle
differently.
tower is under attack.
Timbersaw makes it out.
Actually, Ori's like really low on health there too.
I feel like a lot of Magnus are just waiting too long for like the perfect RP. If RP guys go him in, scale more.
Dire's
That's what you
bottom
want. You just want to
tower
farm.
is
Use the
under
RP,
attack.
kill a guy, farm. But what we have seen in SEA in China,
They're not utilizing the hero well enough in the early game.
yeah, they don't use RP at all until there's like a really good situation. It's not
Radiant's
necessary
top
if you're
tower
a carry
is under
Magnus, I think.
attack.
Because you don't really rely on
Dire's
that.
show
Dire's bottom
itself.
tower
Yeah.
is under
You know,
attack.
you're thinking what? The
Dire's
highlight
bottom
reel
tower
RP? You don't need it.
Yeah, it's like the black hole thing. This black hole guy. Kill him.
Look at how deep VG are. Like they're just ready to go.
Radiant's
And Doom
top
still doesn't
tower
have his
is under
BKB.
attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Now it has it. Magnus also has his BKB. This is like some really strong timing coming out here.
They're going to be spotted Ori moving forward on this. Nothing saying was having the Doom secure him away. He's by himself at the moment. But now they've got the soul coming in from Mortimer's Kisses. They want to get the first buck out of the hands of Ori. Storm got the chaotic coming down to hold 11 as well as Ori. So now an opportunity might show itself. Nothing to say though, needs to survive. He'll throw Doom onto Ori, hold 11. He's getting out for the moment with his deep leg. He is healed up with lifesteal. A level 4 insatiable hunger that's giving him that 100% life steal secure. Over doesn't land the Boyo. They get the kill on Ori. They'll take it the first, but they end up losing Ame. They'll chase rain around the road. You got the tier 2 tower as the spawn spider extensions off. I'm going to say Fate Beyond is in with the whirling death damage coming through into DY. They'll get the kill on the Snapfire. It ends up being a 2-for-2 that right now is benefiting Vici more. The chase is on from Old 11 over onto Y, who goes into the Shadow Amulet, so he'll stay out of vision. And Old 11 will skitter away.
Yep. I think it was still a pretty decent fight considered. They fought into an Aegis, which isn't easy. But yeah, you might think maybe it was a little late. But now VG is still controlling the whole match. But he got a lot of gold on this myself on this fight. There's very good gold infusion for him. Yeah, this Brood is tickling him.
Well, Fate Beyond is doing the same to him.
Yeah, the tickle war.
It's like, oh, I popped Insatiable Hunger. I have 100% lifesteal and 50 bonus damage. Good luck killing me. With your 109 right-click damage.
The endless anime battle.
Yeah.
Both staying at full health the entire time. St. John has Skadi on Brood. I mean, I said to go on the right tick build. I guess that is the right tick build. But he's going to kill them in. He's gonna still control someone. He's gonna Skadi them up. Throw them up. It worked so far.
It's annoying.
Can't say anything about it.
And he's getting in and out of fights pretty well.
His axe pickup has been amazing for him. It's a 3-man smoke. Okay, Army. He has BKB. They don't even have a way to cancel it.
Spectral Dagger, skewer for some distance, but it's not near the tier 2 because the fire step that lands on Ame. He's holding beat. He beat him, might just too late. Ah.
Okay.
Radiant are
That's a great
scanning.
noise. Why doing his best chappy
Oh my god,
impression?
it's a sentry. Oh, it's not out of range. They know he's there, maybe. He just keeps spraying him. They know he's there. Or is he just doing it for stacks?
TP's in. They're gonna go after DY. Fire Snap Cookie to get some distance. Jinkyu coming over, and
He has a BKB on Lash, by the way.
yeah,
Dire's
Somehow.
bottom tower is under attack.
Clockwork.
hook shot out on the GQ.
Hawks as well.
They've got the Cogs back to get the kill on the TY. That's on the screen. Chaotic Offering's going to be pushed in onto that fight. That's over on the Poo, who's going to use that haunt to jump on a Fate Beyond and get the kill onto the Timbersaw. They look over at Y, who's running away now, but the Fire Stop Cookie comes in from DY, who bought back, TP'd into the outpost. They've got the Mortimer's Kisses. That's going to slow down, nothing to say as well as Jinkyu, who trying to run to the high ground, but they've got the Business Nave looking with the BKB being popped by nothing to say. And now Magnus RP coming in, and the skewer puts him onto the tier 3 tower. Do they have the damage? They've got the Doom coming in onto the Poyoyo. He's in very deep. He'll get the kill on the Jinkyu. At least get one out of this. They'll finish off Poyoyo. All of them looking to get the kill on nothing to say. The ult for the sun. They've got Inferno wait for the damage coming in from this. Ooh, Rocket Flare kills off nothing to say from PYW. So still, Vici, they come out ahead, losing that Spectre and being RP'd and skewered back into the base of LGD.
Yeah, he wanted to appeal 2 or 3 there, but he baited himself a little bit there and ended up with only 1 hero. Happens a lot of times. They're like, wait just a little bit second. 1-1. End up killing the Spectre, but
Shot onto Magnus, and now they've got the Fire Snap Cookie,
that's
World
cool.
Shredder, and the right-click damage is there.
he has buyback, but he has no RP. They have no Doom. This might just be GG, honestly. Broodmother is pushing so fast.
Yeah, it's looking really bad. Wise dead. Buyback from the Magnus.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
But also a small misplay where the shock head pulled him out of the centaur stun. But Doom. Potentially the Brood might have even died there. That's not really a mistake, it's more like unfortunate.
这么能装的
You can't really communicate this kind of thing.
Scotty finished for this Brood.
Yeah, this Brood is just way too big. He's actually at 8 and 10 net worth. Far above anybody.
Massive. Maybe this is the right way to play Brood.
Definitely in a game like this.
Their map, the dire side is just littered with webs.
Okay, what map?
It's under webs.
Like, look at LGD, they're not leaving the base at all.
Yeah, they need Frodo to soil the whole thing.
Did Frodo lose?
Yes. Even that's not going to work out well for him.
He had a cool... Didn't even fit a sword at dagger. Blade.
Lucas is probably mad at us for ruining the reference.
Dire are scanning.
Walk on,
Go get Roche, just cheese,
Shard.
and Shard,
Has fallen to the
Brittle.
range.
I was really hoping
Dire's
Old
top
11 would
tower
get it.
is under
I just want to
attack.
see one Stoken Bull.
I wanted to give him 2. Backtraction. Imagine you get Fatal Bomb's damage, you just
Under
directly
attack.
haunt on top of the Warlock. With the dispersion ability. Yeah, at this point, I really don't know what LGD can
Is under attack.
do. Because getting a good RP off against the Spectre is
Radiant's
hard.
middle tower is
Hard
under
work.
attack.
Boom. Find through Zinc. Oh my god, why is he dead? Here's buyback
He's not know how to play Dota too much, really. BKB gets popped by nothing to say there. Already got the kill on a Y. Mortimer's Kisses flying in. There's that Shard coming into play, which is actually harder to see than when it's coming out because of the webs. Here's the plan all along.
Dire's top
Webby
tower
Bebby.
is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
Yeah, but this is also what the panel said, and I have the same sentiment on the situation. Like, VG is just a much more stable, solid team right now.
I think there are times when LGD look better,
Yeah.
but in a
don't.
draft like this, I agree with the Magnus sentiment. Like, it just has not been played the right way to win these games, and we've seen it in both SEA and China. It just continues to struggle in the safe lane.
I personally still believe in the hero. Broodmother running in and out.
Yeah, they already got the kill on a PYW.
Yeah. I really think LGD usually loses when the game gets chaotic. Like, they're very good in these cookie cutter standard games, but when it's all over the place, LGD gets lost very easily, I think.
I'd like to see nothing to say not on the Doom too.
He's taking a lot of damage here on the Timber.
Stun, they're going to blink in, they've got the shockwave, they're looking for the skewer back, but they're not going to land it. Now here comes eLeVeN, Fabian kind of left by himself. They've got the chaotic offering coming down on the Bristle as well as the Spectre. They've done a lot of damage on the Boyoyo. They're trying to kill off Spectre. They've got the right click damage, but Jinkyu with BKB even. Stun lands onto eLeVeN. Still back out of the fight for now. They've got the RPUs. Spectre getting low with the BKB popping. Ame, they have the damage. There's the Skewer's not looking like it, but the stuns are starting to stack up. Boyoyo in trouble. He gets low. Jinkyu's dead. eLeVeN on the line. And Boyoyo goes down. They got the Bristle off camera, and they'll take out eLeVeN. The one burst kisses out of Ame as he's trying to PP away, and the rocket flare kills him. Ame tries to get out. He fought back earlier, so he's going to be dead for 107 seconds. They do finish off DY and PYW in trouble, and LGD right back in the game with what could be a team wipe and is. Fabian finishing off the double and the wipe. That is massive here for LGD.
So they lose every team fight they're supposed to win, and they win the team fight they're supposed to get crushed
Radiant's
in.
middle tower is under attack.
How did they kill a Spectre twice? Like, where's the damage coming from?
So the stun comes in, and they're fighting in this zone where the stun is. Jinkyu survives long enough to just continue to place these stuns under the whip. So constantly there's lockdown available. He pops the BKB here, gets another stun down.
And Bristol gets solo killed by the Doom.
And look at this, he's still surviving and finally falls. But these stuns are going to come back into play. The Skewer keeping him on the stun, stunning him again. And he's so slow, they get the second kill. And they look over at eLeVeN, he's trying to juke them out, but can't.
I guess it's a problem if your Brood doesn't buy BKB. Like, Lesh just retreated into his 2 stun zones. And just every 2 seconds.
Yeah.
He just keeps getting stunned. And once again, Tsunami. This is why.
Why just did he say he doesn't like the shard?
Yeah, multiple times. He said he's starting to become a believer, but not quite yet. I hope this changes his opinion on it.
Yeah.
It went from 20k to 7k. And now Doom almost has a refresher suddenly.
Yep. He needs to see the face of this refresher shard and become a believer. No doubt in his mind. He's got to be in love.
Oh, he's going Magnus as well, Nihilism.
Ooh.
It's so good against Brood because he's not building BKB. For anybody that doesn't know what it does, it's an AoE, ethereal, blade, ghost scepter kind of form.
Yeah,
that slows enemies. It's very good.
30% more magic damage, slowed by 30% for 4 seconds.
And you get faster.
Yep.
You do that on top of a couple of splitters. Good luck getting out of there. The only thing I hate about it is that suddenly it doesn't deal any damage. He went actually full stats on Jinkyu. Didn't even skill lightning. Just wants to have as much HP as possible.
Clockwork also has the hook shot.
Doom, a sliver of gold away from his refresher. That could be so game winning. Doom the Spectre, Doom the Bristle. Would really love to have a refresher shot though. Roshan may respawn in 3.
Dire are scanning.
Interesting.
They have a
AC.
They have no quickening charm. Unlucky. Doom really wanted that one. Okay, so refresher's picked up. Does he have enough mana to use everything? 2 Doom's refresher? He does. Now this is the fight that LGD needs to win in order to make this comeback a real viable. Yeah. They won the fight. No, might be a fluke fight. We all know.
Turns into a victory anyway.
Yeah. But this Timbersaw is also becoming a massive problem now because of the last fight as well. It actually feels like Ame is just a support at this point. Like most of the damage is coming from the Doom and the Timber. And even the Lash, to be honest.
Yeah, his lockdown has been massive.
And we said they don't have a lot of stuns, but if you keep fighting in the
Zone of the stun.
yeah, then
Because he gets multiple down. He'd love some sort of reduction. They've got themselves a chaotic offering as well as the stun coming out from within the state. Use that on their both backline to get them alive, but he already got a chaotic offering. They got the RP on multiple heroes here. They're getting the kill to Y as well as GQ, but now all of them fighting back. They get the kill to Ami. They hit him with the right of heroes. Also worried the back on a stun that came out from GQ. That stuns up Spectre again. They've got themselves the Doom on the Spectre.
he's burning out. He's dead.
And nothing to say will chase. He lands the Infernal Blade. He'll get the kill to Poyoyo, taking out 3 at the side of Vici, who don't have buyback. DY surviving off the Timber Chain as well as that Whirling Death. And old eLeVeN, despite taking some names, he needs to leave, and it's an even trade in terms of heroes, but a net worth gain for LGD once again.
Yeah, nothing to say. Needs to absolutely make sure you doom Spectre. He actually killed 3 of the heroes just purely with dispersion. They dealt so much damage to the Spectre that everyone around him just died. Break needs to be applied right away. We can see it here again. He was not doomed on the Spectre. That means the break is not applied. The entire team is dying to dispersion. If he gets a doom on there right away, this fight might be a 5-0. There was a massive RP on 3.
Big RP coming out from Omni.
It's very tough though to doom someone when they RP. They're so close together.
You don't want to put it on the wrong target.
Certainly not. That's the thing though in this Lakin scenario now. Once Spectre respawns, Refresher as well as Doom are only on like a 40 seconds cooldown. You don't have a huge opportunity here to do anything really. He's going to the Arcane Blink as well. Once he has that, there's going to be like 0 cooldown after he respawns. He's not very tanky though. 0 armor items. If Bristol hits him, if Brood hits him, he dies very fast.
Bristol didn't even have a chance in that fight. They'll find Wall. He's dead for the 8th time.
Why?
He is currently sitting 8-13. He's desperately looking for the Aeon disc.
That's the life of a Warlock, right? Roshan responds in 40 seconds actually. LGD cannot give this one away.
No.
Especially if there's a refresher shot, you got a triple doom, you need that.
Timber going for the overwhelming.
Yeah, Timber just goes pure in your face now. Because like he also recognized that they don't really have the damage to kill him anymore. Just gonna make sure to disrupt the fight as much as possible. How do you do that? 3 cores have no BKB, blink in, slow them by 50%.
Do you know how we got Trident and it was Sanjay?
Yeah.
You make a 11,000 gold item.
You mean all 3 big blinks?
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be 11k, it would be 21k.
No, but yeah, but you don't have to buy the recipe for all of them, which is a lot of. You have to just buy the 3 extra, the Eagle Song, the Reaver, and the Mystic Snap.
So you don't have to buy the 3 blink dagger.
Yeah, you just buy a blink, those 3 items, and recipe.
Roshan is up, you need to fight, but it's falling fast. Come on, LGD.
It's down to about half health. Can they get over there? They're going to Timber Chain in. Poyoyo coming over, and he's going to spot that it's low. They're not going to be there in time. They've got the Aegis in the hands of the Spectre. He's got to stun up 2 of these heroes, but now the chaotic offering is going to come down. Why being focused by Poyoyo? But they've got the dude that comes down onto the Spectre, and that's only going to be his first luck. They've followed it up with the RP that hits on the Hold, but it's going to be this Broodmother in some trouble. It's going to get by King being stunned. The Split Earth doing a lot of work in these fights, but they go after Omni. They're trying to get the kill. They've got the silence from the Magnus, but it's not going to be enough with the Cox from PYW, picking him away and getting the kill. Nothing is said with BKB and TPing out. He just goes out in time, but they've got no Ame for 83 seconds. They look over at GQ, slows down on a 3. Still not gets enough damage as Faith Beyond. He'll TP away, but GQ not so fortunate. A 5-0 in the favor of Vici.
They're just never going to win a fight against Aegis Piece. Like, this Roshan was absolutely crucial. LGD missed the timing on that one. Big one. They just cannot happen. You know Roshan is about to spawn, you need to be ready. They were not. Vici looking for that. And there's nobody going to Magnus.
Yeah, he didn't he'd hold the gold for it.
It's going to be a rough defense. Bristol now picked up the axe as well from the Roshan. Oh, he didn't actually pick it up from himself.
It was a refresher shard in the last one, which is in the hands of Spectre.
That was nasty. He haunts, dies, can buy the haunt again. Why again? Caught out.
And one shot comes in, finds some trouble. They use that haunt to get the kill on a Faith Beyond. He doesn't have buyback. And for so long, they'll take out nothing to say. He's got buyback, forced to use it. Hero's going to try and defend here, but they're going after the tier 4s. Vici want to finish this right here, right now. They're immediately going to go after Y. They'll land the stun on the overlord. They've got the field bounce on the 2, but they've already taken out one of the tier 4 towers. They'll go to another one, and this is so much damage coming out of these towers. The BKB gets popped by GQ, but they've got the damage coming through into this Lestrak. They'll use that Doom onto this Bristle. Hook shot onto the back lines. They've gone back. They've got Magnus. Maybe they have a chance here, but they don't have an RP to work with. So 2 minutes gone for nothing to say. It's looking like it's all over, except for the throne dropping, as they're going to move in. They'll look over it. Ori will survive a little bit longer. They go after GQ. They'll get the kill on the Lestrak. He doesn't have buyback. 3 heroes dead. They'll call GG. GG will take game number 1 over L.